This mission is about taking perspectives of other people. The ability to take on the perspectives of multiple, diverse stakeholders is a core skill of all leaders and a foundational mindset of leaders who coach. In a memorable scene from To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, Atticus Finch imparts these thoughts to his young daughter on the advantages of employing empathy. If you can learn a simple trick, Scout, you'll get along a lot better with all kinds of folks. You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view, until you climb inside of his skin and walk around in it. As a concept, empathy is often discussed in the sense that being empathetic makes you more compassionate to others or is a kinder way of acting. In a practical sense, employing empathy is also the greatest possible advantage in your ability to communicate with other people in nearly every scenario. In fact, it is so important that we are going to sort out 3 levels of leadership skill involved in taking, seeking, and coordinating the perspectives of others. Let's explore what it means to fully understand another person's perspective and how that relates to earning trust and buy-in to leadership direction and decision making. It is not a simple thing to follow Atticus's advice. In our busy work lives, we do not always have the luxury of time to climb inside of someone's skin and walk around in it. So our first task is to quickly consider the viewpoints of the myriad of stakeholders within the context of our given situation. That is the skill of taking perspectives, the skill we are focused on in this module. In the next mission, we will delve into seeking perspectives, discerning which perspectives are important to seek out and consider in fuller depth and context. Finally, we will explore a mission focused on the highest level skill, coordinating perspectives, bringing together 2 or more perspectives, viewpoints, or frames of reference. But we begin with the relatively simple skills required to take on another perspective. Empathy, imagining what another person thinks, wants, or needs, is the skill Atticus was talking about when he advised Scout to consider things from someone else's point of view. Empathy is a natural skill that begins to develop in childhood. There are exceptions, but the lack of empathy is rare and is considered a sign of abnormal personality. Empathy can be developed by paying close attention to what others say and how they act. In business, salespeople make their living by doing this for their customers. All healthy people have the ability to develop a keen sense of what the people important to us want and need from us, from our bosses and coworkers to our family and friends. Empathy does come more naturally to some than it does to others. However, by taking the time to truly paint a picture of what it is like for the other person and imagine ourselves in their place, we can gain valuable insights and forge deeper connections to those around us. Let's now turn to a time-tested method for taking the perspectives of others at work, stakeholder mapping. So now it's time to put that empathy to work. A time-tested approach is to do a thorough stakeholder map. In this mission, we will ask you to do this once for your most important stakeholder groups. These are the people and groups most commonly affected by your work output and leadership decisions. The beauty of doing this thoroughly once and on paper is that it will make it easier to do it on the fly when you need to consider the perspectives of a variety of stakeholders in any situation. For your mission, we challenge you to create a stakeholder map. Use the worksheet below to document the people and groups most commonly affected by your work, output, and leadership decisions. Feel free to adjust the placeholder names in the chart to add more stakeholder groups if needed. Your stakeholders are the people and groups most commonly interested in and affected by your work output and your leadership decisions. Follow the questions in the stakeholder map worksheet to get your primary stakeholders mapped out on paper. This exercise will be of immense help in the future when you need to quickly assess which perspectives to take when faced with a new dilemma that needs your attention. Remember, the ability to take another person's perspective, to empathize with their point of view, is indeed an important skill of all leaders who need the buy-in of other people to accomplish the results they are after.